Despite the 2024 presidential election happening within a year, somehow, someway, the Michigan Republican Party becomes even more incompetent. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today, it is time we talk about the 2024 presidential election. Because most of you know, we have arguably the most important election of our entire lives. Which I know we say that every year, but it really feels like it's that important. Despite that, I don't think the Michigan Republican Party has gotten the memo. Because, just read this headline. Michigan Republicans set the vote on Chair Caramo's removal as she promises not to accept the result. Yeah. They had years to sort out this mess they created for themselves in Michigan. They waited till 2024, and this is happening. I mean, it seems like every other week I'm making a new video on this party, because it gets more ridiculous. Every passing day, it's like, breaking news, Michigan Republican Party's incompetent. It does something stupid. Now, before I continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, let me be clear. I usually go into these videos thinking, hey, just an example, Caramel has good intent, that she's not purposely trying to destroy the GOP. Well, I've read parts of the article. I'm starting to wonder, is she a plant for the Democrats? Because some of this stuff, it's beyond incompetence. It's like you're purposely trying to sabotage your own party. So let's get into it because, oh boy, not fun. Michigan Republicans plan to discuss the removal of state GOP chairwoman Christina Caramo during a meeting Saturday after many of the party's leaders have called for a resignation following a year of leadership plagued by debt and infighting, which we've made like 10 videos on at this point. It's like a mini series at this point. Like every week there's a new Michigan GOP story. Caramo has made it clear that she will not recognize the vote if removed Saturday, claiming the meeting is not official and has been illegally organized. The unfolding situation could set the stage for a court fight to determine control the highest position within the Michigan GOP. This is a freaking joke. Caramo, I don't care you're trying to pull a Trump here despite Trump having a way different circumstances and far more legitimate claims. Stop it. Just stop it. Not everything's a grand conspiracy. Stop it. I'm getting sick and tired of some of these quote-unquote MAGA patriots or whatever that run for office. They run in like D plus 20 seats. They lose by 30 or whatever, just an example. And they claim it's a grand conspiracy to stop me. I'm taking this to court. This stuff makes MAGA, America First, whatever you want to call it, look ridiculous. And that's why I'm wondering, is she a plant? I'm not saying 100% she is, but when you say stuff like this, it's like, why are you just trying to copy and paste what Trump said, but in a far more egregious circumstances? Like, it's like, this is your own party. This is your own party, you know, they're members. The internal dispute takes place as Michigan Republicans look to rebound from 2022, in which they suffered historic losses. The party is aiming this year to flip an open U.S. Senate seat, while also helping the Republican presidential nominee win the battleground state. Which, frankly, they should be able to. Biden's looking like a disaster in the state. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to win it, but there's a good shot for Trump to win the state. Plus, you have a very good recruit in James Craig. The Democrat feels a mess. So the year that you could potentially flip the state, this crap has to start. Caramel, a former community college instructor, rose through Michigan's Republican ranks by spreading election conspiracies after the 2020 presidential election. She eventually was backed by former President Trump in her run for Secretary of State, losing by 14 points, in a result that she still refuses to concede, which again, proves my point. Just because you're MAGA, just because you're America First, that doesn't mean you gotta claim every election's a grand conspiracy. Again, I have my own opinions about 2020, but a 14-point loss, stop it. A year where Republicans got walloped up and down the ballot, you think there's a grand conspiracy? In February, Caramel was elected by grassroots activists alongside her co-chair, Melinda Pago, to lead the state party through the 2024 elections. Less than a year later, Pago has signed onto a petition seeking a vote on removing Caramel. What does that tell you? This isn't an establishment ploy to secretly remove the America First patriot. It's even the same grassroots people that helped her get elected in the first place. At least people that helped other people. Either way, this should tell you everything. Even the America First wing and the establishment wing, they're agreeing on this. It's like, what the hell is she doing? 8 of the state party's 13 congressional district chairs called on Caramel to resign last week, citing financial instability stemming from insufficient fundraising and asking Caramel to put an end to the chaos in our party by stepping down. Caramel's refused to resign and promised not to leave without at the meeting, calling the gathering illegal in a recent podcast posted on the Michigan GOP website. Why is this being posted on the Michigan GOP website? Just small stuff like this makes you just really wonder. Again, I'm assuming Caramel's a good woman. I'm not saying that she's not, but it's stuff like this. It's like, you're either the most incompetent person in the world, you might be trying but just not good at it, or you're a plant. Caramel did not respond to multiple requests for comment by the Associated Press. Party members formally began pursuing Caramel's removal in early December, obtaining 39 state committee members' signatures on a petition calling for a special meeting to consider the change, which we actually talked about back in October. We talked about there was a coup brewing back then, but now it's like, yeah, it's happening. To oust Caramel, opponents would need to submit signatures on Saturday from at least half of the state party's nearly 100 committee members. The approval of 75% of attending state committee members would then be required, though there is a proposed amendment to lower the threshold to 60%, which, I understand for, these committee meetings, you probably wanted 75%. Because you have 60%, it's like, that's a bare majority. Well, I understand where both sides are coming from, but just keep it 75%, just convince enough people, just get rid of her, and let's move on. Whether Caramel survives the vote or not, the state party will need to make significant strides quickly if it hopes to affect the 2024 election. The party, according to Caramel, has nearly $500,000 in debt as of October. Oh my God. $500,000 in October? This is what I'm saying. It's like, where's the money going? This isn't just past leadership. All right, this is not. I mean, you just look at this. It's like, with another $110,000 owed to actor Jim Caviezel, aka Jesus, for a speaking appearance. So this isn't, you can't blame the past leadership for this. Maybe if it was $100,000. Okay, not your fault. $100,000 to Jim Caviezel for freaking Jesus? It's like, really? Caramel and the party are suing the trust that owns their headquarters with hopes of selling the building to pay off debts. At that point, it's over. At that point, you're done. You have to sell your own building that you work in just to make payments. The turmoil comes less than 2 months before the state party will host a March 2nd convention to divvy up 39 of the state's 55 presidential delegates. The other 16 delegates will be allocated based on the results of the February 27th Republican primary. Republicans are seeking to win a Senate seat in the state in November, a feat that hasn't been achieved since 1994. The party is also looking to flip a narrow majority of the Michigan House after Democrats in 2022 won control of the state House and Senate, will retain the governor's office for the first time in 40 years. This should be a big year for Republicans in Michigan, and I feel for the people of Michigan. This is your statewide party? The opposition? I mean, you're paying Jim Caviezel $100,000 for a speaking appearance? It's like, when you start doing stuff like that, it does really make you wonder, what are you doing? Are you purposely trying to bankrupt the party? If you are, congratulations, because you did it. But I want to know, where's the money going? Why do they have to sell the frickin' building they work in? At some point, it's like, what's going to happen if they get rid of her, but she doesn't leave? Can somebody look up? Please, I want to do some research on this. Can somebody find out if this ever happened before? All right? Let me know in the comments down below if something like this has ever happened where the state party votes overwhelmingly to remove somebody and they just refuse to leave. They're just like, nah, not leaving. Because this isn't good for a state party in less than a year before the presidential election. You could have solved this last year, and I blame the people that didn't push this earlier. You could have done this 5 months ago when we first heard about it, but you waited. And now you may want to give people second chances, but she should have been gone 5 months ago. It just went downhill since, and it was already bad enough then. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.